Coach Casey here with Motivation Monday, episode number 6. Today we're going to talk about perspective. Perspective is just a way of seeing something or an attitude that you have towards something. How do you process information? So if you're like me, when something out of our control happens to me, typically I will respond negatively. I will feel like I have no power over the situation, and I start to react angrily and typically just don't handle the situation right. So over the last year, 2 years, 6 months, I've been really trying hard to implement some structure in my decision making to avoid me having a negative attitude towards something that I can't control. So one of the things that I like to do is I just ask myself simply, does it hurt or does it help if I'm angry? And one of the best examples I can use is travel. When you go into an airport, you get there on time, that way you don't miss your flight, and then all of a sudden something happens, whether it be traffic control, weather, anything like that. The flight gets delayed and you're stuck in the airport, and your connecting flight, you're going to miss that, so now you're going to have a long layover and you're going to have a lot of logistical nightmares that you have to deal with. The thing is, does getting angry help you? You go up to the travel agent or to the person working at the airlines and you start screaming and yelling and they can't do anything. More often than not, you just find yourself making everybody else upset, and it doesn't help solve the problem. So what I like to do is I just say, you know what, I'm here, I'm traveling, I'm going to go anyway. I might as well be the positive person in the group and see if I can change people's attitudes with my perspective. And it really helps. You just there, you make the best out of it. You can answer some emails, you can do some studying, you can go buy a book. There's a lot of things you can utilize that time for, but rather than sitting there being angry, finding other angry people and talking about it. It never helps. Being angry never helps the situation. So I would say just relax and go with the flow, and start to plan out what you're going to do. And if you're stuck, do something that's going to make you better. Read a book. Number 2, embrace criticism. That's one thing that perspective, having the right perspective, will really help. When we do something that we love, it hurts really bad to be criticized. But for me, I look at criticism as a tool for me to get better. I look at all criticism, negative criticism, where they're attacking just me or they're attacking my content. It doesn't even matter. What I do is I try to adjust and get better. So you should embrace the criticism. Criticism's only going to make you better so long as you keep it in perspective and you use it as a tool. But if you let criticism sink in and start creating doubt, and that's going to destroy you from the inside out. So keep criticism in perspective, use it as a tool to get better, and springboard off of that. Take the people that criticize you and make them give you compliments later. Number 3, be proactive. So being proactive is when you're dealing with a situation or you're starting to see a situation go bad, that you have one perspective and the other person has another perspective. I'm going to be proactive and try to beat it before it comes to a head, and that'll help eliminate a lot of problems in the very beginning. So as somebody starts to become critical in my day-to-day life, I'm going to be proactive. I'm not going to wait for that to turn really sour. I'm going to try to step in and turn it into a positive situation. So being proactive in really tight or questionable situations is going to help remove any negativity out of problem solving. Number 4, and just be a good person. Most of the times being a good person is the best way to do it. So when you don't have a solution to a problem, or you don't have maybe the tools to solve the problem for somebody, just in general, just revert to being a really good person and be positive. And sometimes you're going to find yourself stuck. People are still going to be mad. People are still going to be making terrible decisions that impact your life all around you. But if you remain a good person, more often than not, things are going to kind of resolve themselves in a way that's not too damaging to yourself or others around you. I hope that these 4 things help you out. Please, if you like it, click thumbs up. If you haven't, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Coach Casey 10. You can also find me on Instagram at Coach Casey 10, Twitter at Coach Casey 10, and Facebook, Coach Casey 10. Thank you so much. Be excellent.